Okay, well, so I tried to show the different stats for a Khajiit, and because survival mode doesn't really activate to get out of a Helgen, that was really time consuming, so we're going to do it a different way. If I can figure out how to use the console. Oops. Oh, we've got to get rid of that, haven't I? Yep, okay, wait, where are we? Turns out I was a cat person all along, and for some reason I've decided I actually liked my hands being bound. Never mind. Anyway, but so now I'm a cat. Let's have a look at active effects and such. Raw diet has been added. Your Khajiit blood allows you to eat raw meat without risk of disease. Presumably it's also more nutritious than it would be if I couldn't handle raw meat. No. Even though I can handle raw meat, salmon steak restores 220 points of hunger. Salmon meat restores 2. That obviously needs to be patched. That's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, anyone who's eaten sushi will know that raw sushi is not that bad compared to cooked sushi. Let's eat all of them, see what happens. Oh, and I've contracted food poisoning. What? Excuse me, did I not just see... Okay, this might be because I've done it in the sort of glitchy console command way, rather than play through the entire opening as a Khajiit, which I didn't want to do. But anyway, even if that does work the regular way, at least we've got to see this new sort of perk. Raw diet. Fortify warmth. My Khajiit blood, I would have thought it would be my Khajiit fur, really. Improves my resistance to cold environments by 15 points. 15 out of what? I have no idea. So this is a new one. Magic and stamina recover 50% slower, and food no longer restores health for 3 days. And yeah, I am well fed. Okay, let's try this again. Nauta is generally resistant to cold, but I want to see what Argonians had, if anything. So what have they got running on? Rested or fed? Okay, Argonians can eat raw meat too. And I know they're resistant to disease, but that's not a new thing. Hopefully it includes some of the new afflictions. Water breathing, that's... Weakness to cold. Well, that's interesting. Argonians have an added weakness. They actually become colder. Which makes sense, I guess, but do they have an advantage due to being warm? Not really. I think that everyone gets that, so... Interesting. Argonians now have an extra disadvantage if you like playing as a lizard. You might not like it quite as much now. Let's see what else. Third time's the charm. I'm gonna go to a Nord. That's fine. So, presumably, as well as the environmental protection against the magic frost and such, we've now got some sort of bonus about being cold. Fortify warmth. 25 points. That's actually even better than the Khajiit, which makes sense, I guess. So resist frost is the old one, 50% resistance to damage. Fortify warmth improves resistance to cold environments by 25 points. Whether that would allow you to go through very cold environments without getting too chilly is anyone's guess. Can I just jump in here and getting colder? Salmon. Air is warm here, even underwater. I'm cooler, but as a Nord, this is not affecting me negatively. You know, I never looked under this bridge. Is there treasure here? Nope. And no trolls either. It's disappointing. So, a Nord can take a dip in a cool stream, at least in the warm parts of Skyrim, without any trouble whatsoever. Okay. Well, that's all I wanted to really show. I doubt if any of the other races have any sort of special issues. I'm going to have a quick look just to make sure, but otherwise we'll be back with our elf character. Did think this one was worth mentioning as well. I created a little Bosma here. So we've got the powers command animal, of course. And here's a new one, resist fatigue. Your Bosma blood gives you 25% resistance to fatigue, so they can go a little bit longer without sleeping, so that's interesting. As I say, I'm going to have another look, and if I see anything else, I'll get back to you. Here I am as a Dunmer. My god, they're hideous. And here's some new abilities. A new ability attached to Ancestor's Wrath. For 60 seconds, opponents that get too close take 8 points per second fire damage. Yawn. And it's not very high. But swim unharmed in freezing cold water. That could be a lifesaver when you're in the north part of the map. I know there's certain times you actually have to get your feet wet in the very coldest part of the map. So, you can, if anyone knows Skyrim pretty well, you probably know the quest I'm thinking of. But I'm pretty sure there's no way you can get there without your feet getting wet. So resist fatigue they've got as well for some reason. Don't really know why. But Dunmer Blood gives you 25% resistance to fatigue as well, just like a Wood Elf. Okay, interesting.